You have 2 hours to just hang around until you get reincarnated.
Oh.
Last
Good
one
ones.
was scary, spooky stories, and now it's
Dream
stories.
One spooky-ish story I didn't say was after one of my cats died, I had a dream for a week straight that I was sitting in my bed, I couldn't move, and all around me were all of my animals. For a week, that's all I could dream about. It was terrifying, but I like to choose to think of it like a good
I had a
thing.
dream for a couple
Wait, are
of
you
years.
saying in front of Milani?
I had a dream for a couple of years of me just falling down the stairs. There's nothing else to it. And then I wouldn't be able to reach the bottom.
Like you just fall forever? Or it would end right before you hit
Yeah,
the
it would
ground?
end right before.
That's kind of terrifying.
And I had that for a couple of years.
Yes, Tabitha.
I'm at this school, and it's all black and white. I dream in black and white. Mom, we're recording. So, I'm at this.
Disgusting.
Goes
Which
like-
one of you?
So, I'm at this school, and they want us to do a dance. And I'm like, I'm not dancing.
Dancing
Then-
for losers.
I sneak out in the middle of the night from my hut thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave and go home. And if I already go home, my parents are gonna drive me back up the mountain, so I'll just run. So I'm walking down the mountain in the pitch blackness of the night.
Okay, I don't like that.
Wait, don't move it. Look, go see what it's like filming. Like right.
That's
Wait, it's filming?
it didn't turn off, it just fell. The ghosts are back! Oh dear
Oh
God.
my gosh, we have to sage the place now. It's the ghost that
It
made
was
your...
right after I wooed.
And it landed perfectly straight up.
It landed on the top and then flipped over.
Oh,
Is the
okay.
tripod haunted, the room haunted, or the phone haunted?
Yes.
I wanted it to happen again. That was good.
No,
was-
I
That was
think
terrifying.
if it keeps falling, we're just gonna
No,
have
but
a
I want
compilation
something
of
else to
the
fall.
tripod falling
I want
over.
something else to fall.
What do you mean?
You want there to be a demon in this room?
I want.
There probably is though.
What?
This is my room.
Maybe
It
we
probably
should have
just
told-
fell. You're just being stupid.
No, but Tabitha, you keep saying like your crosses.
I don't believe
Oh, yeah. So when we painted my walls, I used to have crosses right over there.
She's good Jesus.
And I took them off because we painted my walls. I never hung them back up. So they were on my nightstand over there for a while. And then one night I woke up and it was 2:30 or I don't know. It was getting close to 3 o'clock and I'm like, okay, I need to go to sleep. That's a scary hour. And I just hear thud. What the heck? And I look and I had 3 crosses over there and they were over there. And I'm So either I knocked it off without me knowing, I went like that, or they,
The demon possessed you to do
I
that.
don't know, but it's weird.
You slapped them.
I don't know. And I was just really scared and they were on the ground for a while.
Died in my dream before.
I had that
never
really
died in my dream.
freaky dream where I died. I think I've told you all that story, but it still just freaks me out how vivid that dream was. Just to cut it short, because it was a really long dream. Was the world was in an apocalypse? There were 2 clans or people group fighting each other, and I kept being bounced between each one, either going in as a spy or getting captured or something and then getting out. And that happens for a while, and my whole family's dead, and it's kind of not fun. And after that happens for what feels like hours, I walk into a classroom. There are 2 of my classmates, and I think Raquel. Yeah, it was Raquel. And we sat down and we talked about God and Jesus and what happens after you died for a while, because for some reason we knew the world was going to end at exactly 3 o'clock. Since we're in a classroom, there was a clock up on the wall, and so we just talked about religion and stuff, and then we all sat in silence for the 1 minute as we watched the clock hit 3. Then everything went black, but not in a way that I was about to wake up, in a way that when you close your eyes, and like you move your eyes in a certain way and you see nothing. It was like that. And then there was blue lightning, and then I woke up in the dream, but I was still sleeping. And I was in a giant white room, and I was sitting there, and there's like a guide, and then there's like a ton of my classmates, and we're all sitting there, and they're like, okay, you're dead. You have 2 hours to just hang around until you get reincarnated. So we walked around, and it was super trippy because I was going to all these places that I had dreamed about before. Like, there was a museum that I went to where there was like an assassin chasing me. I went to a mall that I've like told stories about, where I went to the mall that's like, I went prom dress shopping in that mall, and like I went there after dark and like sneaked around and stuff. And I went to all these rooms, and there was like a museum, and I just kind of walked around, and I saw all my friends, and we were just talking, and then we're like,
Yeah, we're dead.
and we're like, well, and I went to one of the tour guide people, and I was like, well, what happens when you die? And they're like, when you die, and they're like, oh, you just hang out here. There's like really no one running the place. It's just these tour guide people. They're all just wearing like white blazers, and they all look the same. They all have like brown hair, and they're all wearing sunglasses too. And so then they're like, okay, your 2 hours are up. You're gonna wake, or they said something like, your 2 hours are almost up. It's almost time to be reincarnated. And then I watched the clock hit, like there was another clock for some reason, and I saw it hit the 2 hour mark, and then I woke up, and that dream still freaks me out so much. And like I actually like just died in my dream and woke up. That was like, it was so weird. Because like it felt so it felt more real than any of my other dreams, because I remember the beginning to the end. Like most of the time I only remember the end, but I remember all of it. It was kind of terrifying because it really felt like everyone was dead, and then I was dead. But it wasn't like one of those things where, you know, you have a lot of dreams where like right as you're about to die you wake up.
Yeah.
But I died, and then there was nothing, and then there was blue lightning, and then I was in like a purgatory, heaven-y kind of place.
How do people become tour guides?
I don't know. They just kind of, it was weird because they all just kind of stood around, and there was like a big glass staircase, and they were like standing there, and there was just like a group of like our whole school, like just
all died.
Yeah, because the world ended.
Does the world always end at 3 o'clock now?
I don't know,
And
I
then
guess
we're reincarnated.
be scared.
Into the exact same.
Maybe it was
person?
3 a.m. and not 3 in the afternoon.
Because 3 is
It was
the
just
devil's
3
number.
because it was.
The witching hour.
I think okay, because like it wasn't an analog clock. It was a circle clock that you'd see in school, and like so there was no AM PM. It just hit 3, and then everyone was dead.
Dreams, Milani?
You want to top that?
I once worked in a factory. Old lady and the horse and the.
I'm sorry, what?
Old lady.
There's an old lady and a
And
horse.
It was like a dog horse.
What?
And it was missing like legs, and it was bloody, and eyes were missing. And then it ate her.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
then I ran away.
Did you know that there's this theory that everybody sees the same man in their dreams?
I don't really know. I don't see a lot of dudes in my dreams.
If you
Like most of the time, it's just my friends.
like if you look it up, you'll be
Tabitha,
like,
I swear to God.
like if you look up like common, there's like a theory, and it's like, oh, if you look at this man's photo, you'll be like, oh yes, I've seen him before in a dream. And then people are like, oh yeah, I've seen that
Why
guy
are you guys
too.
making faces at each other? No, goodbye. I'm gonna go walk home. Goodbye. Wait, no. Taking my phone. This is my phone.
Hey!
Goodbye. we're going.
That's Milani's tripod.
Let's be tripod.
Final say. Stupid.
Where's my iPad?
I don't know. You have like 8 of them.
What? Looks like a.
Wait.
I've never seen that before. Go ask Taylor.
Have any of you guys seen this guy before?
That looks like somebody who's on a most wanted
Okay,
list.
let's go ask Taylor.
Yeah, that's what people say that they see him.
Go
on.
interrogate Taylor. Ew.
I know, I need to pull down my pants though.
What pants?
Oh!
Now
Addison, you
swim.
having fun over there?
Oh,
Oh, I thought someone touched me in my sleep before, like on my leg, and I got really scared. I like jumped.
Okay, no.
I like jumped.
Okay. We just discovered something even more terrifying than just that picture. Bring up the picture of the lady.
Oh no.
Show her the woman.
Wait, so what did they say?
They shared their own dream stories. They'd never seen him before.
Show. Look at it.
Show the camera.
I want to read it. I want to read the story.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The man has a story.
The man
I
has a
was
story.
ready.
Wait,
Okay.
we'll see him.
In January 2016 in New York, the patient of a well-known psychiatrist draws the face of a man that has been repeatedly appearing in her dreams. In more than one occasion, that man has given her advice on her private life. The woman swears she has never met the man in her life. The portrait lies forgotten
Oh, hello.
on the psychiatrist's desk for a few days until another patient recognizes the face and says that man has often visited him in his dreams. He has also never claimed he has seen that man walk in his waking life. The psychiatrist decides to send the portrait to some of his colleagues that have patients with recurring dreams. Within a few months, 4 patients recognize the man as a frequent presence in their own dreams.
Isn't there
All-
a thing that says that you
all
can't
the
make up your own face?
Yeah, you have to see someone.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, but it's
Okay,
scary
continue.
to
All the patients refer to him as this man in all caps.
This man.
And more than 2,000 people have claimed to see the man in shoes.
Kind of scary.
I mean, I had this one dream. Well, I was like an adult with like other adults, and I don't even know what happened. But like, long story short, there was like a murder, and like all I remember is that I got stabbed in my hand, but it wasn't actually me. It was my left hand. And then I woke up and I like immediately looked at my hand. I'm like,
One time I had a dream I got stabbed in my side and I woke up and I had a bruise on my side.
One time there was this dream that there was a bully, and this bully was bullying my brother, and it got so bad that he was like chasing him to our park with like a knife, and then he got stabbed, and I woke up screaming.
Oh.
Oh, I remember I had a
And
dream.
then I kept having that dream, but it was a little different every time.
Okay.
Spooky. Milani, give us a... Say something. Let's see your channel.
Adios.
wait, I have to think about it.
Okay, that's the intro. Okay, you want to tell us something, Kat? I will fight you. Epic.
No.
Epic.
That's what Milani said what she's gonna say.
Everybody shut up.
Have good dreams tonight. Thank you.
Welcome to the end card. Hoping to stay a little longer. Maybe you should learn now about all the buttons you should press now. Go to subconscious.